cuando yo andaba trabajando en mi tierra y
It's time for me to go back to my land, to my family, and to be on the land and remember my childhood when I was on my land.
y ya recordar recordar los momentos cuando andaba con mi abuelo trabajando y, y volver a ese tiempo como era trabajando con él.
And to remember the times when I worked the land with my grandfather.
Y regreso porque todavía tengo a mi madre y quiero pasar mi vida con ella.
And I'm going back because my mother is still alive and I want to spend time with her, be with her.
Y tengo una nieta de 3 años y también deseo pasar tiempo con ella y, y disfrutar mi vida con ella.
And we have a granddaughter who's 3 years old, and I want to spend time with her and enjoy my life with her.
Y ya he estado aquí por 26 años y creo que ya estoy cansado.
I've been here for 26 years and I'm tired
Yeah.
of being here. Así es, como cansado de estar aquí.
Ya cansado de estar aquí.
Yeah.
Ya. Y por esa razón nos vamos. Y este, no voy a decir adiós, pero hasta pronto, quizás.
So we're going, but I don't want to say goodbye. I want to say we will see each other again.
Ya.
Yeah.
Tiempo.
Yeah. For me, I mean, how do I put this? After I had breast cancer a few years ago, I think I started to realize that life is short, that you don't know when your time is up, and I I don't want to put off things, dreams, um, till some time that you think you're going to have and you may not have. And on top of that, shedding sort of the American dream that I was raised with, which is you have a nice house and you have a good job and that's all you need. And I think I've learned that that's a lie. And we're shedding those things for something new. Um, and I think something I hope is going to be better, but it will be very different. And uh, it will be a different pace of life and a different way of life. And with people who love us very much. And that that is why I am moving. So thank you.
Gosh, I've heard a little bit, but I can only imagine just the enormous range of emotions that are coming up around this. And so what does this move, what are some of those feelings that this move brings up on every side?
Que son los sentimientos que salen durante ese proceso de la mudanza.
Muchos sentimientos de emoción, pero también mucho sentimiento de tristeza, que hice una comunidad tan grande aquí y ahora me tengo que ir para mi tierra o para donde yo crecí, donde yo nací. Entonces eso me pone triste porque voy a dejar mi comunidad. Todo eso es muchos sentimientos que llegan o están presentes, ¿no? De tristeza, de alegría. Hay muchos.
So there are feelings of excitement, and then there are also feelings of sadness because I have a big community here and I have to say a lot of goodbyes. And
Ya, y muchos están muy cerca conmigo, muy como tengo mucho amor para muchos de la comunidad.
I have a lot of people who I'm close to, and there's a lot of love in our community.
Y entonces todo eso me pone triste, me pone pensativo porque muchos de mis amigos o comunidad están ya con una edad avanzada y ya no los voy a ver.
But it makes me sad. And there's some people in my community that are older and I may not see them again.
Pero voy a poner eso en mi mente y en mi corazón que si ya no los voy a ver, pero voy a recordarlos, voy a tenerlos en mi corazón.
And what I will do is carry my feelings in my heart and that they will be in my heart.
In my mind.
In my mind. Okay.
Ya, es mucho sentimiento.
A lot of feelings.
Y también me siento un poco triste porque mucha gente no he mirado por casi 15, 16 meses y por la pandemia y no sé cuándo los volveré a ver.
And then also because of the pandemic, there are people that I haven't seen for over a year and I don't know when I'll get to see them.
16 or 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially mi ahijado, no lo he mirado por más que creo 1 año y medio, 2 años por ahí.
I haven't seen my godson in over a year, almost 2 years.
Y eso me pone un poco triste ahí, pero voy a ver cómo trabajar eso.
That makes me sad. I have to think about that.
Yeah. ¿Y tú?
Oh, wow. It's like a roller coaster. There's, for me, it's like I love and know Oaxaca, and it also, but I also know that I'm heading into this really new life that I've never. It's like an adventure that is unknown on some level, and it's exciting, and I love adventures, but it's also like I have no idea of what awaits us on some level, and just trying to let go of that desire to like know what's ahead and to just be with it. For me, that's a big deal. I'm not good at that. But yeah, sadness and joy and in all the love that I have been feeling from so many people. Yesterday we got the blessing at the church, and then a few hours later we were with our music dance community, and we're able to celebrate with them. And it's very special to to feel like held in so much love. So I take that with me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know, Rita, you're leaving. There's like beautiful things that you're leaving here and stressful things that you're leaving here, both of you. And so what are some of those those things, both the beauties and the stresses. And then what does life look like for you when you get there? What will you be doing? How let's maybe paint us a little picture of.
¿Quieres saber cómo va a ser la vida allá en Oaxaca o darlos una idea de cómo va a ser, qué vamos a hacer?
Bueno, para mí es primero conectar con mi familia, con mis hermanas y mi hija y mi madre, mi nieta. Eso va a ser lo primero.
For me, the first thing will be to connect with my family, my mother, my daughter, my granddaughter.
Y después, pues, conectar con mi tierra, con donde yo trabajaba cuando era niño.
And to connect with the land where I used to farm when I was a child, when I was a young person.
Y recordar trabajar la tierra como antes mi abuelo y yo trabajábamos.
And to work the land the way my grandfather and I worked the land when I was younger.
Y volver esa chingonería que teníamos de trabajar orgánicamente. Y recordar la chingonería que teníamos y volver a trabajar en eso,
to remember
de la orgánico.
the really great thing, it's a very hard word to translate. To remember the wonderful thing we had back then and to work the land organically.
Y ya después enseñar un poco a mi comunidad, volverlo de atrás, cómo podemos trabajar orgánico sin usar pesticidas. Y quizás voy a trabajar con la comunidad para ir poco a poco apoyándolos.
And to work with the community to help people remember and to go back to the organic ways that we used to work the land.
Y me gustaría enfocarme más en la gente más vulnerable, más pobre, puedo decir. Y eso es mi meta, de apoyar a la gente que están ignoradas o están como aisladas.
And also to work with the poorest, most marginalized people in my community.
Ya, eso es como quiero trabajar y también disfrutar un poco mi vida.
And to also enjoy my life.
Y conocer más mi lindo Oaxaca, porque yo soy de ahí, pero no conozco todos los alrededor.
And to also get to know my beautiful state. I really don't, there's a lot I don't know about where I'm from.
Yeah.
For me, what I'm looking forward to, besides the great unknown, is I have a lot of passions and projects that I've been working on, and to be able to devote myself to those more fully. Like, I've written 2 children's books, and I'm working on those, editing and getting them ready to be published. That's a bucket list project. And then the project, the dancing, the community I'm a part of exists in Oaxaca. And so to be in community with those folks, to continue that. And to be with my family there and to get to know our granddaughter, and to just enjoy and to share my gifts as a librarian, as somebody who I always bring resources when I visit, and so we have boxes of books to bring to, and so just being able to share those things with the village will be wonderful, and to build a new home and a new community. To find a home first, and then to build community.
Yeah.
I wonder if you'd be willing to take a few minutes and share a little bit about your time at Levin and within the Levin community, and just what were some of the connections that you made? How did you make them? What was most meaningful as you kind of gather up your time here?
Compartir sobre la experiencia con Levin, que fue más impactante, o los highlights.
Bueno, para mí fue, fue muy, ¿cómo se dice? Fui muy bienvenido a esta comunidad
I was very welcomed in this community.
y ya había escuchado de la iglesia más, creo, unos años, 3 años, o no recuerdo, o más que, yo digo, unos 4 años o 6 años que escuché cosas buenas de Leven. No sé cómo se llamaba antes, pero de la iglesia de Leven.
I heard good things years before, like we joined, about this community.
Y como que me quería acercar y como que no, pero después de que conocí a Rita y en el 2016 fue cuando llegamos y me sentí bienvenido, como, no sé, tienen eh, el, ¿cómo se dice? Como que hay una chispa ahí que ustedes tienen.
That eventually, around 2016, we joined, and that this community has like a spark in it.
Y no sé, me sentí bienvenido y después cuando empezamos a compartir en nuestras historias y entonces empecé a escuchar más y como que yo agarro más confianza cuando la persona habla de su corazón, habla de de su corazón, y es honesto. Eso me gustó mucho de esta comunidad.
Something that I love about this community is the way that people share their stories and they share their heart, and that created more trust for me, more connection.
Y no sé, sentí mucho amor que ustedes me dieron y creo que también yo di mucho amor a la comunidad.
I have felt a lot of love given to me, and I reciprocated that love.
Y lo que me gustó mucho, lo que, bueno, llevo siempre presente es que son muy vulnerables.
Something that I take with me is that you're vulnerable.
Ya. Creo que ahí dejo para que tú.
I'll leave it there so that I can share something. For me, something that what drew me to Levin, there were many things that drew me to Levin. A sense of sanctuary in the midst of everything that was happening in this country, the intensity of it, and Melissa's leadership as a woman. I was really looking for that and was drawn in by that. And then, like Fede was saying, the stories, the way that we share our stories with each other, and that people are real. Like they share the hard parts of their lives and their stories, not just the nice bits. And it creates a lot of safety. And I was surprised. It's not easy for me to share or trust folks, but I remember once with Ben, we shared the story, stories in the basement during one of the sanctuary meetings. And I remember telling him things about our family, and I was like, I don't really know him. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I did, and nothing bad happens. And I just, it were those moments of sort of like being vulnerable and connecting with people and realizing that it could be a good thing. I'm very grateful to be a part of this community, and I'm going to miss the physical presence, going to the building, seeing people. Of course, we've missed all of that during this pandemic. But yeah.
I was recently reminded of a quote that says, sometimes being listened to is so much like being loved, it's impossible to tell the difference.
Que ser escuchado es como ser amado y es imposible distinguir la diferencia.
And I'm hearing some of that in your stories, that being heard and being able to listen to one another's stories is a way that you have experienced love in this community.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to invite you now to listen and to some words that the community may want to share with you as we bless you. So to the community, we're going to take just a minute of silence to just allow everything that Rita and Fede have shared with us to dwell in us, and to recognize the feelings that we're feeling, and to think about what are the gifts that Rita and Fede have given you during this time. We probably won't have time for everybody to share. That's okay. There's time after the service as well. But so we're going to take just a minute to let that steep and dwell in us. And because we're a community explicitly seeking to undo oppression, one way that we are practicing that undoing is that after the silence, I'm going to invite our BIPOC folks, women, and any others who have been historically silenced to speak first. And then after a few have spoken, we'll open up the sharing to anyone else after that. So you may share a memory, you may share a gift or a blessing for Rita and Fede, whatever is stirring in your heart. So we'll just take a moment of silence to dwell in the love, and then we'll open up the sharing.